With just 6 days left and the House Republicans led by Kevin McCarthy deciding to take the weekend off, we still don't have an answer on the debt ceiling limit being raised, and there are still concerns about how this is going to be playing out and what we're going to be seeing on the price impacts for different investments, including cryptocurrency, leading up to this and after this. As it's been discussed before, if we were to default, this would lead to a global recession, potentially to a global depression, the first time ever in the United States history of defaulting. And so the stakes at play here are obviously extremely high. There is still some hope left out there, but right now there's no clear resolution to this, and frankly it's quite concerning that one of the sides that's trying to bring this to a negotiating table, which, to be completely straightforward and honest, is not supposed to be on the negotiating table to begin with. The 14th Amendment of the United States makes it very clear about our debt and about the budget plan being placed on how we spend moving forward, can be negotiated at a different point in time. The debt ceiling limit is all about past bills. There were already obligations that were set in the past, 97% of which had taken place prior to the current administration even coming into office. I could go on with even more details, but guys, we're not out of the woods yet here. Let's go ahead and dive into the price charts and see what's going on with the general crypto market, the SafeMoon SWAP partners. There's a new token that's been added onto the SafeMoon SWAP as well. And there's something interesting that I noticed. Maybe you guys have an answer to this, and let me know. That's going to be towards the end of the video. Let's go ahead and get started here. So looking first at the general crypto market, Bitcoin is up just a tiny bit. It's up 0.51% at $26,500. Ethereum at $1,800. BNB is right around that $300 range, $305. And we can see mixtures across the board. Some are slightly up, some are slightly down, but overall everything is pretty neutral on the day here. And let's go ahead and move over to the actual trading charts here for Bitcoin. And so I still have this yellow line as what was established as a level of support. Now it's a level of resistance. And we do have that fallout from the candle yesterday. There's a little bit time left in the day as of the time of me recording this video for the candle here that's in green. We can see substantial volume yesterday red. There's still a pretty good amount of volume here on the new day, suggesting some bounce back. It did drop down, though, over the course of the day, down to 25,855. So that selling pressure is still there. And that level of that bounce is pretty close to where we saw back on May 12th. And the thing is, we talk about trend patterns. I mentioned this in my previous videos as well, but I don't expect you guys all to be watching every single one of my videos, and hopefully I can educate some of you guys that aren't familiar with these things. So a trend is typically 2 instances at least. Ideally, it's 3 or more. So in this position, although we did drop down below this key level of support yesterday, which would suggest we could see some further fallout, as this has been tested repeatedly since basically back here on May 11th, that's not a guarantee. And so another thing is to say, all right, was this a fake out? And we can see that there's been some buying pressure that came in over the course of the day and how we're getting ready to close out. And where we close out is really important. A lot of these larger traders are looking at these kinds of indicators. And so having 2 days of candles closing below that level of support is starting to push that mentality of those bigger traders to think, uh-oh, we might actually see some further continuations down, especially with the fact of what I mentioned in the beginning part of this video, that the negotiations that appear to be going on for the debt ceiling limit are essentially not going to be happening over the course of the next couple days. So of the little time that we have left, some of that is just kind of thrown to the wind because, great question, why? And so here we are. We have to wait and see how things continue to play out. Ideally, we have 3 days of instances. We'll have to wait and see, guys. I think that there is still hope that investors as a whole are going to say, okay, well, if they take that time off over the course of the next 3 days, maybe everyone can just kind of put things on hold, right? If we go back historically, it's about 2 days in the past. I believe it was 2017, in which 2 days before the debt ceiling limit was about to default, They finally made the pass, but because it got so close there, the stock market started to take a huge hit. Maybe we'll see something like that as we come up here on Monday, but there's still some time, and we'll see. I'm hoping for the best, but right now things are very dangerous, and we're in a position right now with people in political power that are becoming more and more extreme, and so the reality of this stuff actually defaulting is more at risk than we've ever had before. I cannot understress that. I need to stress that for you guys. Anyways, moving on. SafeMoon, the Binance Smart Chain side, it's down 4.48% in the last 24 hours. Yesterday, it was a little bit of a red candle. There's actually more volume that happened yesterday than for today, but we do see more on that price impact of the chart here. The majority of the volume is on the sell side. You have $97,000 on the sell side versus $37,000 on the buy side. Then we move over to SafeMoon with Polygon. We had 2 red days the previous days. Here on the new day, we're actually green, which is nice. We were seeing previously when they made that big announcement of the release of the SafeMoon bridges, we were seeing a huge impact, right? A lot of people, it looked like they were essentially moving their stuff over to the Binance side. Here we're starting to see some price climbs once again on the other chains. So this is up 2.64%. It's $3,900 in trading volume. And this is actually something interesting to point out, though. Even though I'm saying that the candle itself is up, to be fair, the volume itself is still reflective of what had happened a couple days ago. There is a substantial amount more on the sell side than there is on the buy side. We only have $186 on the buy side versus $3,700 on the sell side. For SafeMoon over on the Ethereum side, this is a different story. This one does have more on the buy side than sell. It's $4,700 buy versus $2,000 sell. It's up 1.84% at $6,700 total. So a little bit of an uptick there, but overall volume looking quite low, especially in comparison to what happened on May 23rd. Evergrow coin seeing a candle up. It's up 5.46%. $1,000 on the buy side versus $492 on the sell side. For Blockbuster Tech, it's a little bit more buy pressure. It's up 1.07%. $1,500 on the buy side versus $1,100 on the sell side. For Beefy, red candle yesterday. New day, it shows that it's red as well, but it's up 0.26%. You got $297 on the buy side, $268 on the sell side. Very subtle difference between the two, but a little bit more on buy. Then for BNB Mirror Protocol, this one sees a little bit more sell pressure. It's down 0.09%. It's 6 transactions totaling $119, all of them on selling. And for Bitcoin Mirror Protocol, pretty comparable. It's down 0.27%. $51 total in trade volume, $22 on the buy side, $28 on the sell side. For Croge, this one also seeing some downwards pressure. It's down 2.61%, $198 on the buy side versus $189 on the sell side. For Crift, this is also down 0.28%, $19 in trading volume, 2 transactions, both of them on the sell. For Glow Token, further drops as well. Somehow it says it's up 0.31% in the last 24 hours. Very odd. And volume is $37. 3 transactions, all of them on the sell side. For Grove Token, this one is somehow up 1.01% comparison to 24 hours. $16,000 in trading volume, $8,300 on the buy side versus $8,500 on the sell side. And HOD, this one not looking great here. Volume is outweighing the buy side, 3,300 versus 2,700. It's down 2.74%, and this is now on the 6th day in a row of it dropping. Live Crypto Party, it's on its 3rd day in a row. Volume extremely low, essentially non-existent, less than $1. It was 1 transaction for a sell there. For Ethereum, we haven't had any trading activity really on May 25th, but overall, it shows 1 transaction. It's $111 on buy side. Candle doesn't really reflect that at the moment. It shows it dropping down though. Rhythm, no trading activity since April 18th. Revoltants, moving on to Revoltants. Trading is still halted there since May 16th, waiting to find out what they're doing next. For Pepe, this one has had a little bit further of a drop. It's down 0.07%. It's $1,400 in selling pressure. There were no buys. It was only 2 transactions. Then JP, this is the new token. I have a video that I posted earlier. I recommend you guys go check that out so you can learn more about what their token is. And this shows it's down 13.97% in the last 24 hours. $14,000 in trading volume. You have $7,100 on the buy side versus $7,500 on the sell side. It's only a difference of $400 there for selling pressure, but it's down 13.97%. It did climb quite a bit over the course of the day, but this is for May 25th. And so what I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I'm hoping maybe one of you has an answer to is, why do we see that there was trading activity that occurred on May 24th? Because the public announcement for this, I only found out about this today, and I see that SafeMoon posted about it. I see that JP Token themselves posted about it as well. This is about 10 hours ago, which I don't understand the circumstances on this. If you guys have an answer to that, by all means, please let me know, because 12 hours ago would have been still 4:45 a.m. my time. This is only 10 hours ago. Even if this was on the East Coast, you understand it's still on May 25th. So I'm not quite sure where the trading activity for this came from. If anyone was actually made publicly aware and it just didn't get posted to Twitter until the day afterwards, maybe. So let us know your guys' thoughts, and that's what I got for you in this video. If you want to learn how to pay for your real-world bills using cryptocurrency, you can check out Spritz Finance. I got a video down in the description below. If you use my referral, you can get a little bonus for one of your future bill payments. I actually paid for one of my credit card bills using BNB, which was super fast, convenient, easy. I really like it personally. And that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. Hope you guys have a great day, great night. Let's hope for the best for tomorrow. God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode.